Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, we'll be doing some Downpour into Sweden 6. And we got board G, one of the new boards. And I don't know, this is probably not a good Downpour board. Oh, but this is the best Sweden board though, so. And just to kind of explain why it's the best Sweden board, because I don't have a Sweden guide yet. Now, every board in the game is going to have buildings. So Sweden is always going to start with 5 buildings on the board. And every board in the game is going to have those buildings distributed into different lands. Board G is the only board in the game where both of those extra buildings line up on the same land type. So, um, for instance, the extra town we get from Sweden 8 or from Sweden 6 gets put in land 8. That happens to be where our town land is. I'll show you what I mean. That's actually a bad example. Let's not pick up board A. Here's it. Oh, I deleted that. Let's try again. Okay, so if you look here on board H, you're going to have your starting town here, and then because of Sweden 6, you get an extra town in land 8. Now, as a result, that makes your Sand Explorer devastating because now you're going to be facing down to city lands. Well, with board G, you have both towns in that blighted land, which makes defending this land a lot harder, but it means your other mountain you can easily handle. Now, the other thing that makes board G a very good board into Sweden is both of the cities land up on the same land type, and it's the only board in the game where that occurs. So if you look at board H, my cities are on different land types, which means my jungle explorer would be my best explorer. So as you can see, because of the cities landing up on the same land type and the town in the same land as your town starting land, well, let me rephrase. The Sweden 6 town ends up being in your town starting land. It means you have two favorable explorers, your jungle and your sands. Now, of course, if your wetland comes up, that is pretty devastating for you. But there are some spirits, like Keeper, for instance, where they would rather have a board like this, where you have a terrible game-losing explorer, but then have two really good explorers, versus having a board like the other board would be, let's see if I can pull up board C. Board C is the example of no matter what explorer you're facing, you're always going to be facing down a city, which means you're always, for a keeper, you're always facing down a ravage you have no counterplay against. So if I ever do the Sweden guide, I'll talk more about it. I tend to not like Sweden just because it's very high rolly. Like as I mentioned, if wetlands comes up, it's going to be a very tough game. If like sands comes up, now I'm just like light years ahead. Now if the royal backing is wetlands, I'll be even further ahead and it's mountains. So I now have a 50% chance of getting the really good explorer of jungle or a good explorer of wetlands. And like this would be amazing if I were keeper on this board. So it turns a very bad matchup for keeper into just amazing. Um, Now of course it's still, when I say amazing, it's still not keeper's best matchup, but like usually it's like terrible. Okay, so okay, so I think what I want to do here is I'm going to play I want to be able to disrupt both of the lands. Yeah, I think I disrupt both of the lands with my dark skies here. Yeah, okay, so we're going to start off with G2 bottom, grabbing my 2 water. We're going to discard foundations, and we're also going to discard my Gift of Abundance. We'll put the presence here in G4, and we'll put the other in my G6. I think we'll go push, push. Okay, so I have an option of doing Foundations repeated or Dark Skies. I'd like to do Dark Skies. I get less fear, but well, actually, let me think. So foundations, foundations. I mean, I guess it plays around the edge cases. Maybe it is foundations instead. So like then I can go presence, presence, move this presence to here. Just play my foundations here. I get my 2 water. So the idea would be I'd kill this town, I would then kill this town, and then next turn I'll have my unbearable deluge to isolate and defend lands. I guess that's pretty good. I was just thinking, so at first I wanted to do dark skies, but then I would be leaving these explorers around. By doing this play, I can get rid of those explorers. Okay, so jungle would be a great explorer. Wetland is bad. Okay, so wetland. So we got a good explorer and a bad explorer. Good as it being sands, bad being wetlands. Now I still think what we'll do is we'll just take the blight to scale here on my G4, and then we'll throw off the Dahan on my G2. And we're going to spend the water to gain energy, and then we'll use our special rule to repeat foundations, and that will kill that town as well as that town. Okay, so G3 here. And we go presence here, and then we move our presence to here, I believe is what we want to do. Getting a miner, and we're looking for, oh, call to guard. Well, I was about to say, we're looking for a good 0 cost. I mean, we got some great cards. Call to guard is one of Downpour's best cards. If we didn't get call to guard, I mean, we also have call to isolation, and then favor is a nice defend for. And then worst case, we end up grabbing pull beneath, which is it's essentially Foundations 2.0. It's another version of Foundations. Um, but I definitely think it's call to guard because now I can call to guard this. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. So we play Call to Guard, and we also play Unbearable Deluge. We Call to Guard here. Defend 2. So the only thing that punishes this play is like increasing aggression. Then I take a Blight Cascade. And we're going to use Deluge twice, so 2 Fear. And we're going to go Defend 3, Isolate, Defend 3, push those. So the idea behind this is I want to actually maybe, yeah, I guess this is fine. And then next turn we can probably run back this play. We go deluge, deluge, and then or no, we go deluge, deluge, and then call to guard here. We'll see how it plays out. I think that's what we want to do. I'm not a good downpour player, so because I think taking the blight here is the best option. Terror breeds overconfidence, so I lose that fear card. Dang. Coordinate defense is really nice. And we got to add that beast. We're going to throw that beast over here in case I get like beast destroy. Sands Ravage, wetland build, and the explorer is jungle. That's really strong for us because now we can just take the blight to scale here on. I think that might actually even be game winning just because like that's another great explorer for us. If it was mountain, that would have been not fortunate because this would be our doubled up land. Wetlands back to back wouldn't be the best, but we've planned around it with the isolate here. Of course, sands or jungle would have been great. So we reclaim here, getting another miner. Um, well, so there's disorienting landscapes. That's it's a way to disrupt these lands. We're gonna move this presence over here. Um, Unfortunately, if I do disorienting landscape to disrupt this, then I can't get the Dahan back. I guess what I could do is use dark skies and deluge, so something like this. The idea would be you dark sky, so you deluge here, so deluge, deluge. The Dahan go here, then you dark skies, getting the Dahan back. Move that presence out. That's probably what you do. I think we still grab. I think I'm gonna grab Haunted Embers as a way to disrupt this G1 if it pops up next turn. So like I said, deluge, deluge. That gives me my defend 6, isolate, 2 Dahan go here, and then we use my dark skies, pushing the Dahan back, pushing the explorer, and isolating that land. And then next turn, oh, and then I have a presence move. Guess we'll go to here. No, I guess we'll go here. And then next turn, I can choose to turn on the innate plus call to guard, and that should solve that land, I believe. Yeah, it should. Oh, see, this is the one negative of doing this play is, well, not negative, but each beast destroys. I would have gotten value here, but it's okay. Okay, add the Dahan, Titan communities, sure. Wetland Ravage, that's dead. Blight, Blight, and I need to add a town. Probably go to the sands here. Build jungle. It kind of makes the sands a bad explorer, but I don't want to put it here in case it's coast or wetland again. Wetland, exactly. This is blocked though, so now we just need to find an answer for this land here, and I think we'll be able to do that just with our drafts. So I think we want a G2 again. So G2, water, water, discard Haunt of Embers, discard Foundations. We're gonna play these 2 cards, draft these 2. Good, yes. So I can even heal Blight here. Very nice position here. We'll put these 2 presents. We'll go 1 in here, and then we'll go 1 in the actually we'll go 2 here. Okay, so we use the right innate first, so we're going to gain an energy. Oh, I forgot I can repeat call to guard. Oh gosh, yeah, this is way over defended. Okay, so gain an energy, remove a presence, removing a blight. Then the right innate, I gain an energy, and then I can gather a Dahan. Then we're going to use call to guard, giving me a defend 3 here. And then we're going to turn the tier 1 of my innate, giving me an extra defend 1 to prevent against the edge cases. Then we're going to use Gift of Abundance. Normally, this would give us 2 energy. I'm just going to choose it as if we're playing in multiplayer, so I'm going to give this out to a friend. But this bottom part says I can return a destroyed presence, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to return this destroyed presence over here to my G4. And that looks pretty good to me. This is cleared. Yeah, I think we're just about wrapping this up here. Beast damage, no bravery, and pushing into Han. Sure, fear card, add a strife to a land not matching. Great. Now I can throw that on the city. Jungle Ravage, wetland build, and that explore is sands. Okay. So our final card is going to be mountain or coast. It's probably, I mean, I think what happens is we just heal the blight here and then take the 2 blight again. G1 reclaim. And let's get a miner again. Looking for sap. These are, I mean, not bad. I mean, we can just spam here. There'd be monsters just for a ton of fear. Sky's Herald, just blight movement. Also Dahan movement has the plant. Dry wood is kind of interesting. I think, okay, so this is going to be 8 damage here. So I think we want to definitely play Deluge. I think we actually do these 2 cards again. Well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe we do, no, Sky's Herald, or not Sky's Herald, Dark Skies, like this. Because this would be 2 defends. This would be defend, defend, and we take the 2 blight here. Okay. So it would be defense 6, turn on the left innate. Okay, yeah, that seems really good. So we use deluge, deluge, so 2 fear, 2 fear, defend 6 here. Also isolating. Then we use dark skies, pushing this explorer out. Bring this to Hanan. The question is do I want to do another deluge to get more to Hanan this way? I guess I do that. So then one more deluge, defend 3, pushing those to Han in. I don't think I do that. I think we do it here. The reason why I think I do it here is one, I can isolate that coast because there's a 50% chance that coast comes up. The other thing is I want to be able to have an access to get to Han over here if I need to on G8. I think we do. Let's just get the fear. I'm not sure. And then we turn on that left innate for a nice defend 2, but I actually will reduce the Han attack back, but I think that's okay. Let's see what we get. Ooh, that's really good. So lesser spirits. We only have one plant, so we need to get 3. So I could pay 3 energy. I can also discard Gift of Abundance, but I really don't want to because I want to heal a Blight next turn. We definitely want to pay for this. Actually, no, I could just discard Gift of Abundance. That's what it is. Discard that and then pay an energy. Because when I destroy a presence here, so I destroy this presence, and then I get a permanent element, that's when I just grab a permanent plant. Because now I don't even have to play Gift of Abundance anymore to hit that right innate. So we've paid for it. Push a beast, get a fear. Actually, we'll go this one. In case we get like the fear card that removes a town from a land with beast. We have Dahan Gather. I could gather this Dahan there. I think I will, because now that will pretty much kill the land. Fear card. Ooh, Angry Mobs is really good. 1 fear. Turn that town into 2 explorers. Yeah, that's really strong. Actually, we'll do it here. Because now I can probably save that land. Wetland Ravage. So we're going to do 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. 3, 5, 7, 8. Dead, dead. Build sands. Yeah, there could be an argument to doing it here on G1 because we know this land is for sure coming up, but I think wanting, well, hold on. It'll come down to if I call to guard there, call to guard, call to guard. Yeah, because I ended up spending all my good water cards. I mean, it's probably fine. Mountain. I was about to say, like, I'm only sad if it's mountain here. Oh yeah, because I mean, coast would be like infinitely ahead. Okay, time passes. Okay, so G2 again. I think we go to 3 plays here. Discarding this and this. Actually, I think we do this. It's crazy though. Playing no water cards. But I think it's okay. So I guess we can go presence, presence. So call to guard, defend 1, gather to Hanen. We repeat it with 2 of the water, gather to Han, defend 3. Then we repeat it, gather to Han, defend 6. And that's just enough. And then we use Land of Haunted Embers, 2 fear, add the blight, push that out. And then we use the right innates, gaining an energy, healing a blight, moving a presence. And the plan is probably just to do the same thing here on G8. Actually, I should probably move this to here in case we get like Beast Destroy or something. Okay, let's see what we get. Events. Heavy farming. Oof. Well, that's really not good. Because I think I was 1 damage. Yeah, so that's just enough to blight. We do get to add another Dahan, which is pretty cool. We have 2 Tear 2s. Okay, this does it. Can remove an Explorer. We'll remove that one. And add a Strife. Sands Ravage. Mountain builds. And I can also just heal the blight over here. We are entering stage 3s, though. Mountain wetland, of course, would be the lands that we have stuff left in it. Um, Now, I think it's top priority we solve that land. So G1 reclaim. Could go with another major, but I would rather just get a defend. Call to trade's excellent. Strong and constant currents is excellent. I also picked up drift down, another defend. Um, so let's go with move that presence there, and then move that twice. So I think it looks like this. And I think we do these 3 cards. And then I'm going to grab strong constant currents for next turn. I think this is how I want to do this. This is what, 5, 3, 6, 11, 12, 13. Oh gosh, so 13. Only negative to this is I can't, when I gather in the Dahan, I think that's probably fine. We also have Beast Destroy, can kill this Explorer, get really far ahead. Okay, so I think we use Unbearable Deluge. So we use this twice. Isolate, defend 3, defend 3. Gather these 2 Dahan in. I think we use Dark Skies here. Getting 2 more Dahan. And then we use Call to Guard twice. Because this would be 2, 4, 5. That'd be 13. Because that is enough. Oh, that's. And then we use the right innate, gaining an energy, healing a blight, removing a presence. Almost there. Probably get like a major at some point. Building sprawl, great. That's not good. So we actually got to build here, building another city. That's really bad for us. We get to add a wilds though. Um, yeah, that's devastating because we'll actually end up taking, I think, 1 blight. 5, 10, 13, 16. This is 5, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18. So it's actually 5 damage over. So we lose 2 to Han, but they ravage at the same time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 3, 6, 8, 10. So he blights, destroys the presence. 3, 6, 8, 10. We do not have to mining rush because it's isolated. And then we do need to build though. So build, build, and build. It is unfortunate. Explore is sands and wetland. Oh, those are dead. Okay, time passes. So I think what we do here is we just set up Dahan in my wetland. So yeah, we just reclaim here. Getting a major. The whole point is we just want to defend this land and then get Dahan there, kill the city, and we'll win that way. These are all like fine cards. I just picked up a major because I just have like crazy number of energy. Um, but really we just need to play these 3 cards again, I believe. I'll just grab thickets just for the heck of it. Okay. So we could move this presence to here. And we'll go deluge, deluge. Let's defend 3, defend 3, isolate this, move those guys in. Dark Skies. Actually, no, we'll use Call to Guard. It's defense 6. We use the right innates. We gain an energy. So this has been done twice. So heal that like this. And then we'll repeat Call to Guard for my nice defend 3 over here. And actually, we'll move this presence here like that. And then we'll Dark Skies. I don't know. Actually, if that's the case, if I don't know, what I should do is move this presence to here. We don't Dark Skies. Instead, we play Thickets. Yeah, we use Thickets. That's going to be 4 damage up here. It's 2, 3, 4 damage. Plus an extra. And then heal the Blight. Plus an extra fear. And you might say, wait, you need a Sacred Site. I do have a Sacred Site here. I just, I did it in the reverse order. So if that's the case, I have one more repeat. I'll just repeat Deluge one more time instead of Call to Guard. So one more fear and defend 6. And that should, I think that actually does it. Outside of something really crazy happening. Like last turn. Gosh, save, remove a strife. Okay. Well, it actually doesn't matter because we get the Beast Destroy. And I think that wins us the game though. We have a bunch of tier 3s. Oh, and that just wins. That's GG. So, very solid game with Downpour. This is my first time playing Downpour on board G, and I kind of liked it. Granted, we did start off with one of our best explorers, but the wetland positioning and where the Dahan were located, I kind of liked. It was kind of challenging getting Dahan up here on G8. But I did have 2 here. I needed, I think, 5 Dahan, but we made it work. If you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video.